Alrighty, and we are live. So, this is going to be my first podcast. My name is Casey, and today I have my guest, Adrian. So, we're going to be talking mainly about video games. For the podcast, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to have different subjects for different podcasts. Sometimes it's going to be just me, other times I'm going to have a guest on. If you like the subject, cool. If not, you don't have to watch everyone. But anyways, this is the first one, so there will be improvement and stuff. But keep in mind, this is number one. Anyways, how you doing, Adrian?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you today?
Oh, just lovely. Had a lot of different stuff going on, but so we did kind of talk beforehand about the different stuff we were going to talk about. Is there anyone that you want to talk about specifically first?
Nah, man, it's up to you. I'm the guest here.
Alrighty. So I guess probably the best one to start off with is the new Call of Duty. Um,
New Call of Duty.
so this is actually one of the. It's been a while since I've been excited for Call of Duty. I was excited for World War II, and honestly, I had fun on it when it came out, and it was fun for a little bit, but it did get old after the first like month or two, and I've gone back and played it, recently, and I still have fun on it, but
I mean, yeah, you can have your fun on it, but I don't know. It's just boring for some reason. Like, it's not bad by any means, but sometimes it's like inconsistent when it comes to certain things, like the shotguns, as you saw the other day. It's not a bad game. It's actually pretty fun. But I don't know. It's just not it for me. I don't know.
um, yeah, I don't know. I The combat shotgun could be pretty cheap on some maps.
Yeah,
It honestly isn't
biggest
as
keys.
bad though. Like it's
Yeah, it's
range.
not a bad game at all, but I don't know. It's just not it, Chief.
I think if they got rid of the fire shells on the shotgun, it would be the perfect way to have a shotgun because rarely ever does it actually one shot. Like its range, you have to be right up on the guy for it to be a one shot kill.
And that trenches map, that was annoying, bro.
Yeah, well, that's the shotgun map. Just like how that giant snow one is the sniping map. Um, one thing I kind of found annoying though is people use ARs and there's certain like LMGs. Like I don't know if it was the bar or a different gun. It literally two or three shots across the map. It's like why would you even snipe a bolt action or any sniper for that matter when you have an LMG that two three shots across the map? If you
Yeah, I ran into that one a few times in gun game, and it was pretty overpowered. It does have a slow fire rate, but even then, it can pretty much two-shot you from the waist up.
Yeah. So, um,
But, I mean,
you
it's
know,
not really overpowered considering how slow the fire rate is. You can get 4 or 5 shots in with a freaking SMG or something if you can reach the person.
yeah.
Because I saw some people using it like it was not even a. It was that one map where it's like we were playing gun game and it's like not trenches or nothing, but it's like in a little city kind of.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about where it has like it's like a bunch of houses and there's like even like a
Yeah,
mini farm.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
that one. Yeah. But
people were using it there, and it wasn't that strong because I was winning gunfights. But when
o-
they did shoot at me when I was off guard, yeah, they would just shit on me.
overall, I do find that World War II is pretty balanced as far as maps, guns, and all that goes compared to
Yeah, I'll
other
agree
Call of
with you
Duties.
there. Only complaint I have is with the shotgun, but I mean it's a shotgun. What the fuck is it supposed to do?
Yeah, true. But I really like the way they implemented the shotguns in World War II compared to basically any other shooter because they're either completely useless or completely overpowered.
Yeah, I said they did a pretty good job as far as everything goes in the game. I don't know, I just didn't find it like the replayability wasn't definitely like I could get on it every now and then, but I can't just grind it
Yeah,
every day. Try to get to level whatever prestige it is now, prestige master level 1000. Yeah, that just wasn't it.
yeah. I don't have time to play games a lot, so I think that's another thing for whenever I'm talking about my opinion on Call of Duty is
Hmm.
it's a much more casual player because I don't get on as often as most gamers. Sometime
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
some weeks I'll get on once, some weeks I'll get on maybe two or three. There's sometimes where I only get on like once every 2, 3, 4 weeks. Like it's kind of random, especially for console. Like I'll play the Nintendo Switch a lot more than I play PC or PS4 or whatever.
Well, yeah, 'cause you can carry that with you and play it as you drive if you really wanted to. If you have the dedication for it.
Well, yeah, I have a big briefcase for it. But
Defeats the whole purpose of it, doesn't it?
I mean, kind of, yes and no. I mean, it's easy to carry though.
Yeah, I feel you.
But bringing it back to the point I was trying to make though is so like when it comes to guns, I want the shotgun to either be like I don't want fire shells or anything like that, and I don't think this new Call of Duty is gonna have that. But I like the way they did it with World War II, and I hope it's something similar to that. Like, um, kind of. I don't know if I want everything to be overpowered like it was in Modern Warfare 2 and 3. I think I'd like it to be kind of more similar to World War II when it comes to like the gun balance and stuff. But
So you rather just have them all be average rather than just every time you see somebody kill them in 2 or 3 bullets instantly.
yeah, essentially. So
Yeah, that
um,
makes sense.
I think World War II, as far as gun balance goes, is probably like the closest I'd want for this new Call of Duty coming out.
Hmm.
But and then another thing I was trying to say is, other than World War II, the last Call of Duty that I really was excited for, that I got into and enjoyed a lot, was Ghost, because after that came Advanced Warfare, and I didn't really like Advanced Warfare. I wasn't one of those people that hated it just to hate it because that's what a lot of people do. Is they
I
just
just didn't
follow the
like the
trend.
game and how it worked. It was just trash.
The mechanics was weird, and I hated the DLC and stuff. Um, which
Dude, I didn't even buy the game. I had a friend loan it to me, and I got to level 10, and I quit the fucking game.
Ghost actually had some really good DLC. Ghost and MW3 both had some really good DLC. But after Advanced Warfare wasn't it Black Ops 3 after Advanced Warfare? Yeah, it was. And Black Ops 3 is the worst Call of Duty, if you ask me.
In your
That
opinion, you didn't even play it.
I played it a lot. I prestige a
Yeah,
couple
whatever.
times,
Once or twice.
but I mean that's enough to get an idea of the game.
That's fair.
Um, so it in its beta was a good game. I think it was decent. It was decent.
What changed?
After the beta, they changed like some of the mechanics, how some of the guns handle and stuff, and it wasn't as good, but it was still okay for like the first month or two. And then they started putting guns in the supply drops, and that was the only way to unlock them was supply drops. I think the first one was the Marshals. As soon as the Marshals came out, I began to despise the game.
Yeah, that's true. That gun is
I
super
raged
strong.
so much because Marshals were the most overpowered gun ever. And then they're like, "Okay, we hear you. We hear you. We hear you." So they nerfed it a little bit, right? They were still pretty powerful, right? But as soon
Yeah.
as they nerfed them, they came out with that shotgun. I think it was the shotgun that one
Which one?
shots anywhere. If it hits you, you're dead. It one shots no matter what.
Which one?
It was the one. It was like the power one that it took like 1 second to charge before shooting, but like um
The one that shoots like a little energy thing, like
yeah yeah
the
yeah yeah
Dragon Ball Z shit.
yeah yeah.
Yeah,
And
but that gun's not overpowered. Dude. You have to lead your shots with that one, dude. Like it's a sniper. Like you
barely,
can almost outrun the bullets, bro.
but um and I started to see a trend with the Black Ops 3 is that all the guns that they were releasing were basically all of the specialists. So like the Marshals was like that one Asian girl who pulled out like basically, the 007 golden gun and could one shot no matter what, right? That
Mm,
basically was the Marshals. And then
yeah.
you have that shotgun that was basically the Tempest. And you know, it was just oh yeah, release some super overpowered weapon that's behind supply drops only. A month or two later, nerf them just slightly, and then put out a new gun that's supply drop only and overpowered. And
Yeah, that's something I hate, bro. Is locking shit behind my surprise mechanics and all that.
surprise mechanics. But so you know, the guns were just I can't stand them.
Yeah, that's true.
Treyarch, every single game they release is every map is a basic 3 lanes. I hate the basic 3 lane maps that is every single Treyarch Call of Duty map ever. Like there's no variation or anything. I hate the 3 lane maps.
That's true. Yeah.
And then Black Ops 3, I felt like I was playing a game at like Chuck E. Cheese's. Like
Honestly, dude, the only game I've ever actually hated when it comes to how the mechanics work, excluding microtransactions, is Advanced Warfare and Infinity Warfare. That's
I
it. Like that's I can play the rest of them if they didn't have microtransactions. Like I was enjoying BO3, then they started adding overpowered guns, and I quit. Same thing with BO4. I recently bought BO4. I got to Prestige 2 almost, and then they added microtransactions, and I haven't touched it since, despite all the updates they've added. Like it doesn't matter why they updated it. If I can't even use the content, why would I play the game? And that's something I hope they don't do with this new Call of Duty, bro. Like I know they're gonna do free maps and stuff, but once they start adding guns you can't get unless you either grind for them extremely, extremely a lot, or you have to buy them. That's something that'll ruin the game for me because the game looks good. The gun looks great. They added real ballistics, real gun sounds, everything. But if they start adding guns I can't touch because I don't have the money for them, then that's gonna be a bummer.
um you said a couple of different things. So I felt like Black Ops 3 movement was really choppy, and Infinite Warfare had much better movement. And not only that, um, most of the maps on Infinite Warfare, I felt you could play without having a wall run or anything. Sure, there
I
was
mean,
some
you
of it, but
could, but
you
I
didn't.
didn't play Infinite Warfare just because you had like the different gun variants, like I had told you about. You had to grind some extreme amount. You had to unlock a gun 5 times before you can get the best version of it, which some kid probably already got lucky enough and got it out of a supply drop. So
I don't know. I felt like it gave you something to work for. But another issue I have, and I felt like Infinite Warfare is just a better version of Black Ops 3 in every way. But another thing I had an issue with Black Ops 3 is its guns. Like the guns, I already talked about, them releasing the overpowered ones and all that, but all of the guns, they didn't feel like guns to me. They felt like toy guns that a 12-year-old would be playing with. Pew pew pew. Like
nah, I got my kills with them until I start playing the game.
so I hated the feel of Black Ops 3. And then, like I was saying, I felt like it was like a Chuck E. Cheese game. Like, you had all of the, like, I don't know, my blood just kind of boiled at the end of every single game, where you had, like, the girls that look like dykes, and they'd be like, play with the best, I like the rest. Like,
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
this,
that shit is kind of stupid, bro. Like
all of
all of
them,
that is stupid.
you had them dabbing and saying stupid phrases, and they all looked like it was too colorful. And people always complain about Infinity Ward Call of Duties being too gray, but it's like I hate colorful. I really hate the colorfulness in Black Ops 3.
Well, I understand like adding color to the worlds and stuff, but when you start adding like fucking rainbow outfits and shit, then yeah, that just doesn't belong there.
Or like, Advanced Warfare, you could be a ginger man. Like, come on. Come on.
Yeah, that shit just doesn't belong there anymore. This ain't fucking Fortnite.
Yeah. So, you know, those are like the main reasons why I think Black Ops 3 is the worst Call of Duty, but um,
I don't know. You're
Infinite.
also kind of biased against those games. Any Treyarch game.
Well,
You
I
don't
mean,
like Black Ops 2, which was undoubtedly one of the greatest of all time in the minds of lots of people, a huge percentage of the Call of Duty fan base.
it's just my opinion. I mean, opinions are
Yeah.
biased.
Well,
But
yeah.
I don't like Treyarch Call of Duties. They have the basic 3 lane maps. The guns are bad,
So you
and
didn't
then
like Black Ops 1.
it was okay back in the day. I mean, I had fun with it. It was
Black
that
Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 will always be like my top tier Call of Duty games.
Black Ops 1 and World at War are the only Treyarch Call of Duties I like, but even then they're 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 middle tier for me. But
I suppose.
another issue I have with Treyarch Call of Duties is their servers are fucking awful. Like the hit marker detection on them are awful. That's why whenever people come, and they're used to Treyarch Call of Duty for a year, and then they go to the Infinity Ward Call of Duty directly after, they're like, "Oh, the time to kill is too fast." It's because the hit marker detection is better. That's the difference. Sure,
Nah, bro.
the
On
guns
like
might do a little
World
bit
War
more
Two, like
damage, but it's the
nah,
hit
World War
detection.
Two. I noticed I would miss more shots despite being on the thing, and I went into the what is it, the theater mode or whatever, and I would notice my bullets would just fly through them with no hit marker on shots that I know I hit. Like with a lot of snipers, I can shoot them in the shoulder and it won't count it. Like the hitbox is just like not there.
Just play
And I
some
was noticing
Ghosts
that in the
or
new one as
some
well.
Infinite Warfare. Ghosts and
No, like on
Infinite
the new one
Warfare.
as well. You see a lot of like professional snipers, like the phase guys. They would hit shots and they wouldn't get a hit marker for it or anything.
I have not experienced that. I've done some testing back in the day on Ghost and Infinite Warfare, and its hit detection was just solid. Now I've talked to other people about it, and I don't know. I think some people's internet might do better with Treyarch Call of Duty as opposed to Infinity War Call of Duties and vice versa. I think that might be a thing just based off of like coding and where you're at and stuff. Like I don't know the technical side of it, but
Maybe I don't know how. I don't either. I just know that sometimes you don't hit shots that you know are spot on.
that's for me with Treyarch Call of Duties. Like I feel like I'm shooting out marshmallows. It's awful.
Well, there's a difference between your bullets being soft and the bullets not connecting.
Well, I'm talking about both. Like
Uh,
not only are they not hitting, but when they do, it's just ugh. But yeah. So let's go full circle. So I feel like Infinite Warfare was Black Ops 3, but everything better. It gave you something to work for and stuff too, instead of just working to get supply drops. You could actually work towards unlocking what you want, and like the variants weren't overpowered in my opinion. I mean, the variants just kind of added a little bit of a flavor
dude,
to
I
a
think
gun.
like the amount of time I have on BO2 playing that on Infinite Warfare, I could not get the best version of any gun
I mean,
ever.
in,
Like on GTA 5 for example, like that's the most game I've ever played because of the online, right? If I spent all that time on Infinite Warfare, I still don't think I'd have all the best guns.
I guarantee you would. Um,
Nah, I have like
so
a month on that shit.
another reason why I'm kind of wanting to talk about previous Call of Duties though is because I wanted to look at the track record, and I know we talked about this earlier, and we kind of disagreed. But if you look at the track record of Infinity Ward Call of Duties, they have always been the most fair. Not saying they are fair, but the most fair in retrospect to other
Well, better
developers.
trash is still trash.
But you, they always implemented microtransactions in the best way possible, while as Treyarch is trying to nickel and dime your baby while it's still in the womb.
I mean, that's really opinionated because like there's some players that do unlock things legitimately on, let's say like Black Ops 3. There's a few that I know that have pretty much
The only
everything
thing,
unlocked because of the contracts and shit that are guaranteed weapon drops or whatnot. And then on other games, like yeah, like you said on Infinite Warfare, yeah, you can unlock everything, but it takes an absurd amount of time, which I'm not gonna dedicate.
Infinite
You choose
Warfare,
to, that's fine.
Infinite Warfare, you got the little. It wasn't the COD points, and it wasn't the things where you can buy the supply drops, but it
Yeah,
was
it
like
was them little
the
gear
gear.
shits, but they
Yeah,
took forever to acquire, bro. And how the fuck are you
no,
supposed to acquire them when you get into a game and you fucking get wrecked by the kid that already has everything
that's
over and over?
not that's not the case. I don't think you really played Infinite Warfare that much. Infinite Warfare, you play a
She was
little bit and
trash.
you got tens of thousands of gears with not
Fuck
that much
no.
time. You could you
Fuck no.
if you played it regularly, you could get whatever you want. It honestly didn't take that much time to get what you
So
want.
do you have everything unlocked that you want?
I didn't play the game that much. I played it enough
What?
to see. I played it enough to the point where if I wanted something, I got it unlocked.
So you should have everything unlocked.
and it won everything. But what I'm saying is, it was a fair system. It was fair. And if you look
I
at
mean, I don't know
Ghost,
if you can really speak on that if you didn't mess with it too much.
I did. I messed with it enough to have a valid opinion on it.
But you still don't have everything you have unlocked, so that's kind of counterintuitive, or not counterintuitive, what do you call it?
I didn't 100% Super Mario Odyssey. I can still tell you it's a good game. You
I
don't
mean,
have to have everything unlocked. Just
there's
like
no microtransactions in Mario.
well, okay, Grand Theft Auto. I don't have every single car purchase, but I still can have an opinion on it.
I mean, but those aren't really things that affect your gameplay too much. Like you can have a car, and you can have a car that drives what 5 miles per hour faster. It's not too much of a difference, considering that game is fucking ruined now.
I think you're missing the point I'm trying to make, but
No, no, no. I get what you're saying. They're just bad examples.
something I would like to see is, and honestly, I mean, given it second thought before I say it, let me just say it's an option, right? I'm not actually sure if I would like it, but they're doing free maps and stuff this year, right? So
Hmm.
a concern of mine is how they're gonna do guns, and with Raven Studios really fucked up Modern Warfare Remastered this way by adding guns and stuff. So uh, something they did in Ghost is like with the Ripper, you could just buy that gun. It was like 3, 4, $5, something like that. You could just outright buy the gun if you want.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. I think
So
that's a lot better than actually having to fucking buy supply drops, though.
so with this new Call of Duty coming out, and I don't know, I'm excited because I love Infinity Ward Call of Duties. There wasn't one that I haven't liked. They just make solid Call of Duties, in my opinion.
No, I'm playing.
Sorry, headphone listeners, rip. Um, so if you could just outright buy the guns, I think I would be okay with that. Granted that they're not super expensive, but I would also like. It's not possible. I know it's not possible. I'd like for everyone just to get the guns or have like a contract where like play X amount of games or get X amount of whatever and you get the gun. I would
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, I think that
That's not
should be
gonna
something
happen.
like you can either earn the gun or just buy it, but it isn't absurdly expensive. Like it isn't absurdly hard to acquire, like where everyone has a fair chance of getting it.
Yeah. So I'd like to
That'd be
see
cool, but
something
it
like
probably
that.
won't happen.
I don't want supply drops for guns. I don't want guns to be in supply drops.
Yeah, I mean either.
I want
Supply
them to
drops, I
be
don't. I just
earnable.
want them to have be like you either can buy them or unlock them, but fucking with reasonable time. Because in
Yeah.
my opinion, fucking Infinite Warfare was too much time to unlock shit.
But and just kind of kind of just ranting and stuff. I really
Yeah,
miss the old Call of Duty system where
dude, you know what I
you
miss? Game chat.
yeah, game chat was good. I don't know. I've gone into some lobbies where there's a lot of people with mics, but it's definitely a lot less. But back
I mean, people were definitely a lot less sensitive nowadays. The other day I got reported on a game for I don't even remember what it was, dude. And I said like 3 sentences total in the lobby, and I got reported for it.
yeah.
In an
So
in an 18 rated game, bro. And I'm not even old enough to play that game, and I'm getting reported on it for something else. What the hell?
yeah. So a thing I really miss though is Modern Warfare 2 is the prime example for this. Is they didn't have the stupid gold camo, but they had fall camo and blue tiger and red tiger. They didn't have any camos you could buy. You had to earn your camos. So when you went into a game and someone killed you with like say an intervention or ACR with a fall camo, that person got 1,000 headshots with that intervention. I believe it was 1,000, not 100,
Or
but
they
1,000.
modded.
Well, that, but I'm saying in its heyday before it went crazy to modding. That was like the coolest thing. Getting that fall camo, you got 1,000 headshots. Like I miss earning stuff in games. Like
Yeah,
now
that's true. That's not really a thing anymore.
you just buy a 420 leaf infested camo and you're like, huh, I'm cool. Like I wish they would bring back camos that you had to earn.
I mean, I like the idea of both, just having something that you can buy that are completely like like just some that are unique and kind of wacky too, just to be like, or some that you could even customize like on. I'm not sure if any other games had this, but on BO3 you can paint your gun however you want. That's a pretty cool, unique feature to have. Like knowing nobody else has that gun. But
Yeah,
then like also like you said, having that fall camo back then, that meant you were good at the game.
but
You boosted or modded.
that's an issue I had with World War II is that they had the Black Matter camo, but it wasn't Black Matter, it's something else, right? They came out with a
Mm.
camo you could buy or get from the supply drop or whatever that looked just like it. Like because it was like platinum, I think, is what it was. They came
Yeah,
out with a camo that was basically that, just like a very slightly different shade. You could barely tell the difference between the two. It's like
yeah, that's honestly trash. They gotta have things you either they gotta have things you can't buy just to show that status.
so like if they're gonna have camos you could buy or get through supply drops or whatever, I'd like them to be distinctly different from the ones that you can earn. And the ones that you can earn, why did you drop it to 100 headshots? Why don't you go back to 1,000? And why don't and with
The
this
real
new
grind.
Call of Duty coming out, they're trying to be realistic. They're trying to be brutal. They want it to be going back to its roots of like the super older Call of Duties, like Call of Duty
Yeah,
3.
like actual war, actual
So
representations of war.
I don't want them adding stupid camos to the game. I don't want them adding stupid outfits to the game. I don't want them adding any form of silliness to the game or stupid sayings where you dab at the end of the game because you won. I don't want any of that in this game. It'll ruin the feel to it for me. I
The
it,
emotes.
it'll make it super unimmersive. And I know
I mean,
immersive
either
is
way, you're either gonna get emoted on or you're gonna get teabagged. So
I'd rather get teabagged.
I feel you.
So I don't know. It's just kind of weird to think about how they're gonna handle microtransactions because if they are going for this like gritty feel, what can they add other? I mean, I guess they can have gritty types of microtransactions, but that's not good for stockholders or Activision. Like they want they want to get the most amount of money they can out of everyone. At least Activision does. But
Yeah, but if they get a lot of sales, that'll make up for microtransactions. And then once a game dies, they'll add microtransactions, of course, most likely. If it isn't that they already aren't in the game.
yeah, yeah. So I don't know.
Like I don't really have a problem with microtransactions as long as you don't get things that are freaking overpowered and you were powerless against unless you spend a lot of money.
Yeah. So after Infinite Warfare came World War II, and we already talked about that. After that came Black Ops 4, and Black Ops 4 is not good.
No, I was enjoying it until they added microtransactions, like I said.
Until they added the microtransactions. But even then, I didn't. I hate specialists. I do not like specialists.
What are they adding in the new one?
There is no specialist.
They're doing operators, aren't they?
It might be similar to Rainbow Six Siege, but it's not going to be anything crazy like Rainbow Six Siege. I think it's a very, very
Let me look it
minor
up.
thing.
Let me look it up. Operators in Modern Warfare 2019.
Yeah, but I'm honestly not too sure. Um, Something I don't like that they're doing is they're doing like a pick 10 system, and I hate pick 10.
No, I fuck with that.
I
I fuck with that.
I like how in World War II you had a secondary, you had your primary, you had your I like the way they had it. I don't like when you could have 10 attachments on one gun and that's it and just run that. It's like, come on, come on, why would you allow that? This isn't Destiny. Like, fuck out here with that.
Yeah, so they do have operators.
What do they do though?
It doesn't say too much. I guess it's not really revealed yet or anything.
They I like how they have kill streaks instead of score streaks. I dig that.
Yeah, I just hope they're overpowered as hell.
So do I. The best Call of Duties had the most powerful kill streaks. That's what made it so fun. And dude,
Yeah.
you know what they brought back?
What's up?
Shout out to White Boy 7th Street. They brought back the nuke.
Did the nuke ever leave?
Nuke hasn't been in Call of Duty for a long while.
A tactical nuke, right?
Yeah.
Dude, it's on BO4.
That does it in the game?
Oh, okay. No, never mind. Okay.
Yeah. They had the Moab in Modern Warfare 3, but it didn't end the game. Imagine being in 20v20.
No, when you say
Like
the tactical nuke is when you get a 30 kill streak. That's what I thought you were talking about. The little badge for
in
it.
Modern Warfare 2 is either 20 or 25, and then there would be a 15-second countdown, kills everyone, ends the game. That's what we've been needing. Make Call of Duty great again.
Did you ever get one?
In Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah.
I got 10 of them.
Them shits were hard to get.
I got 10 of them.
Oh, I was like fucking 7 when that came out, bro. Hell no, I didn't get one.
I got 10 of them, and I even got the tactical nuke emblem for getting 10 of them.
I got a few tactical nukes on, I think, BO2 and I want to say BO3. Don't quote me on that.
I hated Black Ops 3 kill streaks too. Like the freaking they had
Dude, I just need it to be strong as hell. Cause like, listen, you get like 5 kills, you get a UAV. That shit lasts 30 seconds. How is that rewarding?
Modern Warfare 2 is 3 kills, bro. Modern Warfare 1, 2,
still
and 3
though, you get like
kills.
A kill streak for 30 seconds. How is that rewarding? That's garbage.
Yeah, like Black Ops 3 though, it was just annoying. It wasn't a fun kill streak. It was just annoying. Like the little bombs that would like the barrels that would go up to you and explode. That was the most annoying thing ever. It was intrusive.
It was like similar to the dogs basically off other games.
Yeah, but
just had to be a little futuristic, I guess.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. When I think of a good Call of Duty for kill streaks, it's Modern Warfare 2. You had the chopper gunner, the Pavlo, and they stacked. They stacked, and I think that's what one of the operators does is that it allows you to stack. So say you get 5 kills, right? You get a Predator missile, and then you kill 2 people with that Predator missile. Boom, you got you get the 7 kill streak Harrier strike. Boom, you got that. The kills you get.
So they made it do 100 points rather than 25.
No, they made it where
kill.
the kills you get, it's kill streaks, so it goes by kills, not score. The kills you get with the kill streaks goes towards your kill streaks. So if you get So if you have 5 kills and you get the Predator missile and you get 2 kills with that Predator missile, you get the 7 kill Harrier strike. And then say you get,
I get what you're saying
3
now.
kills. Yeah. You get those 3 kills, you get the Pavlo for the 10.
Yeah, kill streaks are a lot better than score streaks.
Yeah, that's something they should have never done is score streaks because that was a bunch of bull crap.
Then you're gonna have freaking 30 chopper gunners in a row.
Nah. But
hell yeah, bro.
So looking at the new Call of Duty, I like that they're going for more gritty. That's something that's been missing for a while, I think. Even World War II wasn't that gritty. The campaign kind of was, but the multiplayer really wasn't that gritty. You know what I mean? I really think.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I'm looking forward to the game. The only thing that'll really ruin it is microtransactions, which is the only thing I'm hesitant of. Because I enjoy Call of Duty. I really do. But when there's microtransactions that fucking make things unenjoyable, that's just when I quit on the game.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, though, is that, I love Infinity Ward Call of Duties, but, not to keep repeating myself, but, even if they do ruin the game, we got a few months to enjoy it, and
$60 for a few months. Shit.
$60 for a few months ain't that bad, honestly. I mean, single player games are $60.
Hell no! Once I find out they're doing microtransactions, I'm fucking selling the game ASAP.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps its value for the first few months, I think.
For the first 3 months.
Yeah, but
dude, did you hear about that thing they did with Borderlands where they put it on sale before it was even out? Or was it? What was it? It wasn't Borderlands, was it?
Are you talking about Metro?
No, I'm pretty sure it was Borderlands. Like, they put the game on sale before it even came out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me look it up. I'll send you an article if I can find one. Because I swear they... Hold on.
So while you look that up, something I really have been uh something that really excites me about the new Call of Duty is the gun sounds and everything. So, I know I've mentioned it to you off stream, but something that they've done is like they've taken the math of all the guns, like how much they weigh, the caliber, if you're shooting through a wall, um, they've taken all of that math
I'm
and
running nothing but FMJ on everything, bro.
and they did that and made it so that all the guns feel like real guns instead of adding their own stuff. The
Yeah.
only case which it's not is pistols, because pistols are actually kind of weak in real life.
I mean, in
So
real life,
they
even then, it would take like what, 2 bullets to kill somebody, bro?
well to put them down, but
Yeah, that's
they
really all
made it.
you need though. If you get put down in Call of Duty, you're dead. What are you gonna use? Last stand?
Yeah, no,
Or
last stand's
what is
awful.
that perk that you can
Last
get?
stand
Fucking
awful.
no, no,
One
no, the other one where you drop a grenade when you're killed.
Marty Dom,
Marty Dom, yeah.
but so they made it just a little bit stronger, I guess, by a bullet or two. Instead of needing like three or four, you need two or three. You got to think though, you're not shooting a civilian; you're shooting someone with armor vest and all that different stuff. So pistols are actually a lot weaker. Um,
Headshots, headshots only.
yeah, but that's something that really excites me is that it's gonna have a much better feel, but
Yeah,
also like so gun sounds is something they really worked on with this new Call of Duty. So like if you're in a small room, it's a
yeah, I've
lot
heard like on
louder.
the gameplay that we've seen so far, all you can hear is the guns. Like you can't even hear enemy footsteps. You can't even hear
That
your own just from all the background noise.
that was a complaint, and I think they should make the footsteps louder. I know they're going for a realistic feel, but sound whoring is one of my specialties, so I'd really like them to do that. But
Spending $500 on a headset is not a specialty, bro. It's just an amenity that you can afford.
it was like 250, but I got it
I
on
know I'm
sale.
exaggerating, but still, some people can't afford all that. It should be a measure of skill and talent, not who has the better headset.
Well, I mean, I mean, if you're gonna go out and race a car, you get better stuff. You can't just be like, well, this guy can afford the V12. I can only afford the V4. I
I'm
mean,
just messing with you, bro. Relax.
yeah, messing with your back. But so not only is the gun's gonna feel more like the actual gun and the sounds, but like so if you're like in a small room, it's a lot louder opposed to like if you're outside. Like when you shoot the
Yeah.
gun, smoke comes from like the barrel, like
Dude, I just want to see how that super sprint mechanic comes out.
injects themselves, just pulls out a syringe and goes straight to the thigh.
Fucking Octane head ass. He's an operator.
But with a much better voiceover.
Nah, I feel like that game is well made.
Apex was pretty good, and we both haven't really played season two, but
Yeah,
it
so
was
we can't
really
really say shit
fun.
about it.
It was really fun when it first came out.
Only thing I'm really not, only reason I'm not playing it right now is, well, because of there's no fucking solos, but they're gonna come out with one here in a few days, so I'm gonna try it
They
out.
need
Cause I honestly
duos.
enjoy the game.
They need
They do
duos.
need duos, bro. Cause even then, with duos and solos, I'd much rather have. I'll be more like lenient if they have duos. Like, okay, yeah, I understand if you can't have all three, but duos at least like it's a lot easier to fight 2 people than fucking three.
Yeah. Well, thing is, it's like who the hell has two friends? Like I have.
Bro, that's true. Like, who the hell just constantly has 2 friends playing, bro? Like, what? Where do you find people? I don't even like leaving my room, and these fools have I'm not just gonna be adding random strangers on PSN. Like, yeah, bro, add me a we can party. No, that's weird.
Yeah.
So I don't know who just has 2 friends that are constantly playing one game.
We got lives and responsibilities and stuff, man. Like
So yeah, I'll be happy if they add at least duos.
thing
I don't know
is
if solos will work out just because of the fact that there's some, what are
octanes.
they called? Some legends that are overpowered as hell.
Octanes for days, bro.
No, I gotta go
Wraith,
Pathfinder, bro. That man's
Pathfinder.
fast as hell. He's
Yeah,
faster than everybody.
yeah, that's weird to think about. I wonder if they're gonna change the characters at all
Nerf
for solos.
nerf everyone a little bit.
Something or Or they might. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of interesting, just at first, at least, to just kind of see how it plays out. You know?
Dude, like imagine you get into a lobby of Pathfinders. If you do, Pathfinder loses his edge like entirely. Like if you face another two operators of the same kind, well not operators, legends, whatever you want to call them, they lose their edge. Like yeah, you want to use Octane because he's fast. Well, guess what? That other guy runs just as fast. So there's really no point. Might as well just fight the dude then and there. And if you're like, oh, I'm Pathfinder, I can get up here and you can, bro. Yes, I can. Watch this, hoe.
Yeah, like I think Lifeline would be like the most useless person for solos.
Yeah, if you stand still, you're gonna die. You're gonna get gangbanged, bro. Honestly, can I say that?
Yeah, I don't care.
And then like the really the best operators that anybody's gonna use are speed based, which is already the best ones.
Yeah.
If you think about it, the best legends in the game are speed based, and even then, like the new ones, if they're not based around speed, they're garbage. Like you have Watson, which was a complete flop.
Watson is useless.
Yeah, literally does nothing.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. I think Octane's definitely my go-to.
You used to play
Lifeline.
yeah. She's not bad, but there's just better options. Octane is incredible, bro. Like I've seen people drop 30 bombs with them.
Yeah, I like Octane and um definitely Pathfinder.
Yeah, Pathfinder's cool too. Those are my main two are Wraith and Pathfinder, but I'll play a little bit of Octane every now and then
Yeah.
when I do play.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna try him out in this solo mode here in a bit because I don't think I'm gonna be able to use Wraith or well I might I don't know if I can use Wraith at all, bro. Because you're not gonna be able to use. What are you gonna do with like Mirage, bro? Honestly,
I don't
just
know.
imagine you get a game into a game with Caustics, bro, and then everyone and their mom is just camping in like every building of the map.
Everyone is just sets up the bombs.
Yup.
Oh man.
Yeah, honestly, Caustic is useless to me, bro.
Caustic is better on console compared to PC just because PC is
I mean, better
more
garbage
fast
is still
paced,
garbage, like I said before.
but he's still useless. Yeah. Um
Exactly, bro.
but yeah, Apex was we did have a lot of fun on it when we did
Yeah, definitely.
have people, to play with. You had
Just
you had your friend.
constantly not having a third person, bro, is the only issue.
Yeah, you always get a trash third person and they
They
somehow
leave, quit the
always
match.
have the lead. Yeah. No, they always are the one dropping. So then we have to drop solo. And
Yeah.
it's
And
just
then
like
fighting teams of three as only two of us. We can do it sometimes. Very, very few times we actually can pull it off, but
when we do it looks sexy though.
yeah, and then but fucking more likely than not, we're gonna
And then
die.
and then we try to loot or we try to heal and then we just get snuck up on and chat
Yeah.
on and then my stream makes fun of me and I cry.
And you commit toaster bath.
Oof. I sell that bathwater.
Nah, but yeah, I
Fifty nine
genuinely
ninety
do
nine.
and did enjoy that game.
2 day shipping included for $59.99 on top of the $49.99. Buy my bathwater. There was a toaster in it. Oh man.
It comes with
Demonetized.
10 joules of electricity in it.
Mango flavored.
Wrong joule. Yeah, bro, but I'm really looking forward to the new games that are coming out here in September ish.
So yeah, Borderlands 3. Um I still need to look up. Like I know they were revealing different characters like a week or two ago, I think.
Follow them on Instagram. They've been releasing a lot.
Yeah, I need to hit them up with a follow. I have them on Facebook, I think, but yeah, Borderlands, man. I've been a fan of since Borderlands 1 came out. Like, um, I was a kid when I started playing Borderlands 1, or I guess a teen rather.
Wait,
But
how old were you when they came out?
uh, Borderlands 1, I think I was like in 8th grade, I believe.
So I was in what, sixth?
Uh, less. You were probably in like fourth or fifth.
Maybe. Yeah, but
It's
they have
not.
introduced a lot of new characters. Like the players that you can pick as. They showed a character named Mose. Amara, I think, is the other one, which is a siren.
Yeah.
Then you got Flack, which is like kind of like Mordecai, you know.
Mordecai was my main go-to, dude. Like, I
No,
love
I fuck with
Mordecai.
that other dude. I don't know. I don't remember who I played as in Borderlands 1, but I know in Borderlands 2 I played as.
Berserker.
No, the
The
sniper
ninja.
dude.
The ninja
Yes,
guy.
that guy. I
Yeah.
forgot what his name
Zero.
is. Zero. Yeah, there you go.
I only know that because the only soda I drink is the zero version. Mellow Yellow Zero. This is
Fucking
not a
diabetic.
place.
Diabetic piece of shit.
My stream. They say if only you
Look,
had
bro,
the
I'm definitely gonna play as probably this guy. Let me show you on Instagram. Or not Instagram, on Messenger, real quick.
I. But
That guy.
he kind of looks like Jack, doesn't he? Like an older version of Jack.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, and I definitely think you're gonna play as this guy. Hold on.
Zane, the operator.
Look, I definitely think you'll play as this guy.
I usually play as the guy who usually like kind of stays in the back, opposed to
Yeah, perfect, right here. Oh, wrong person. Shit. Whoops.
this summer. Hire me as your voiceover. My voice is sexy.
You got Flack, the Beastmaster.
I can't do it because they use a 4 instead of an A.
What?
Yeah, I'll probably play as him. No lie, though. You know me so well. He's got the giant sniper. He looks like kind of he looks like he'd be in Metro kind of.
Yeah, kinda. I think they also released his skill tree. Dude, I like the way they did skill trees on the new one though. That looks crazy.
Yeah. Um.
I can't wait till this game comes out. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed the Borderlands games.
Yeah. For sure, dude.
But they were easy as hell though. They should make it a little bit harder.
We struggled on some of them, but I don't know what was up with that.
I mean, it was like one or two levels. Once I got to the level I could use the stuff I was picking up. It's because you were like a few levels ahead of me. And then once where I got to the levels where I can use my gear, then we started picking it up.
I don't know. Like
Because
we.
I didn't really die that much until I got ranked up, and then it started happening to you.
Yeah, it was weird. One of us was always struggling for some reason, even if we
Mostly
had the
you.
same level. I think.
After I got to level like 13, and it started being you, bro. Like you would just get fucking shit on by anything, bro. Like one Psychonaut would kill you, bro.
Yeah,
And I never understood why.
I couldn't even find anything online about it. It was so confusing.
Dude, like that was crazy. I would literally get revived before I even got to level 13, and then I would get knocked immediately, and there was nothing to
Second
do about it.
chance. Or no, sorry. Second wind.
Second, oh, bro, second one is a good mechanic.
Yeah. Except for when you kill the last guy and his grenade or some bull crap kills you, and then there's no one around.
Or when you kill him and then his last bullet then hits you
Yeah. And then all
and
of a
kills you.
sudden you just see your meter going down and it just becomes slow motion and all of a sudden you don't even know where it's
No,
coming
dude, you know where
from.
we
You just
really
hear
struggled? On Borderlands 1 with that one guy in the back corner.
yeah, that was ridiculous.
What was his name?
Um that was in the beginning of the game too.
Yeah, it was like a level 5 enemy, but he was level 8 and he was just crazy strong.
I can't remember his name, but for those watching or listening, it was like the beginning area of the map where like you revive Claptrap right behind there. So you have to go around that boss right there for whatever reason was impossible. When I was a kid, I had no trouble with this guy. But on Borderlands 1 on the PS4, which is remastered or ported over, I don't know. it slightly better graphics if you want to consider that a remaster. I consider that just
Dude, yeah, he fucking shit on us with 2 shots from a sniper rifle. It wasn't even a sniper rifle. It was more like a hunting rifle or a scout rifle.
yeah. It was crazy.
Like the enemies around him weren't shit, right? Like we could kill them easily, and then you got to him, and it was like, dude, like
it
we ran out of fucking bullets shooting this guy.
we couldn't as soon as his shield got down, it just went right back up. We couldn't we couldn't even take his shield down. We
And then in
ended up
Borderlands
having to
2,
have one person distract him while the other person tried to snipe him from the on top of the fence,
we
behind
had
the
to fucking
fence.
we had to fucking glitch that shit, bro. And even then, we kept running out of bullets.
Yeah, it was weird.
And come to think of it, we never finished that game either.
No, we didn't.
We should go play that hoe later or tomorrow, cause you work tonight, huh?
I'm still trying to get some clarification. I'm pretty sure I do, but not too sure
I mean, if you don't,
because
we could bang that hoe out tonight. That game's slow. That game's small, bro. You could finish it in like a few hours.
you know, it's something I've kind of noticed. I
Did I
think
speed run?
I think I play games really slowly because
Yeah.
um people say, like, for instance, like Last of Us 1, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's like I beat that game in 7 hours. I beat that game in 14 hours." I'm like, I literally spent probably like 30, 40, 50 hours on it. But thing
Yeah,
is
dude, I beat Last of Us pretty quickly as well.
you beat the game?
Yeah,
I didn't
on
know you beat it.
PS3.
Yeah. I played it on PS4, but
I didn't have the energy to replay a game, dude. Like if I beat a game on PS3, I'm not beating it again.
I didn't
Like I had
play it on
to.
PS3.
I bought Watch Dogs again because I bought it for PS3 when it first came out. And then I got a PS4, and I got the game again because it was like $5 on disc. Yeah, I'm not playing that again. Same thing for Grand Theft Auto. I beat that game at least 3 times on the PS3 because of my fucking save game deleted. And then like, yeah, fuck that. I'm not doing that again. I don't understand why I can't just port my save over.
Yeah, I never actually played it on PS3. I played Last of Us on PS4, but
Actually,
yeah, yeah.
dude, like I
So
rented it from Redbox and I beat it.
I I especially with single player games, I take everything slowly. I look at every single corner of every single map to make sure I'm not skipping anything. On Last of Us, something I did a lot was like if I wasted a bullet or two that I could have done it better. Like if I wasted a bullet or two, I literally reloaded it.
What the fuck? Why?
Same with like Resident Evil 4 because ammo was so hard to come across in that game.
That's
So
true, but in Resident Evil 4, I beat that game also relatively quickly, and I didn't use that much bullets.
I don't know. I think I really enjoy just like feeling immersed, and I really like another game that I absolutely loved. I looked it up, and apparently everybody hates this game. They're like, "Oh, it's awful," blah blah blah. I enjoyed it a lot. Was
What game
Thief?
was it?
Thief on the PS4?
Dude, that game fucking sucked.
I love that game for whatever reason, but
I played that game for 20 minutes. That's it.
um, I I don't know. I
Yeah.
just play games really slowly. I take it all in. I think about what's the best route to take, especially with Thief because there's a lot of different routes you could take. Um, I don't know. I think I play games a lot more slowly than other people when it comes to.
Yeah, I can tell by playing fucking Borderlands.
Okay, for those listening, I would try to look at the guns, the stats, and stuff to see if I want to pick it up or not, or if I want to trade it with what gun I'm using at the moment and stuff. This dude literally just ran, picked up everything, and like this isn't Apex, bro. There ain't no shield. There ain't no poison shield walk
There
coming
is
in on us.
there is shield.
No. Like the cloud that if you get stuck in it, it kills you.
Oh, the fucking storm,
Yeah,
whatever.
there ain't no storm coming in, bro. You can look at the stats. You can look at what you want.
But I
Uh,
mean, I always looked at them at the end of the level, and if I didn't need it, I would just sell it. Because if I was putting out sufficient damage, what do I need better guns for?
I don't know. We play much differently.
I just play fast,
Yeah,
efficient, if
I
you
don't.
will.
I play fast on multiplayer. I don't play fast in
Yeah, because
single player.
there's not much to it on multiplayer. Just shit on kids. That's it. That's the only objective.
Well, like Borderlands multiplayer, even then, I don't play fast. But like Apex or Fortnite or Call of Duty, I play fast, sure. But
I mean, still not as fast as I do though. I'd be rushing the fuck out of shit.
yeah, like you'll see a group of people, you just run up on them. While I'm thinking,
Fuck yeah.
okay, can we ambush them? Should we go in from the left, from the right? And while I'm trying to figure that out, you're already shooting at them, and it gets us killed a lot.
Fuck yeah, but so does I'd rather fucking do that than camp, bro. I can't have fun while camping
I
in the
don't
game.
camp. I don't camp, especially in Call of
No,
Duty.
but
I
I'm
can't
saying,
stand
I'm
it.
just saying, like playing caustic, bro. I will never play caustic.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean it's two different things though, because there's campers, but then there's people who take a second to think, how do I want to go about taking this team out? You know,
I use
I was
raw
much
skill
more
and talent.
tactical. I was much more tactical while you were just rushing in, and you're just like, nope, I'm going to attack them straight on every single time.
Yup, raw skill and talent, brother.
But you died a lot doing that, and then I
On
died trying
Borderlands,
to
did it
save
work
you.
or not? Did it work or not on Borderlands?
Okay, well that is PVE, bro, not PvP.
It works on. Let me think. What else? It works on any first-person shooter ever. It works
Not
on.
PvP.
Yeah, it works on PvP. On Call of Duty, bro, I just run around and rush everything and like search and destroy. I used to
uh,
go crazy on search and destroy.
yeah.
Okay, let me think. What else? The Division. I played a lot of PvP on that, and it was just rush people.
Division, man, that's a game I've been meaning to play. So
It's a grind. It's a huge grind
it is. I got the Division 2
for
on
PC.
PC. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I really was enjoying it. It was a very
Yeah, it's
beautiful
fun. It's
looking
fun.
game. And like everything seems solid about it. It's just kind of I think I started playing
It's
it
super grindy, bro.
and I really had fun. Like I went through a lot of the story missions and stuff, but I think I it just came out at a bad time. So, I played it for like a week or two and then I just kind of stopped playing games in general. It
I
wasn't.
mean, I heard it's doing really poorly now as far as PvP. Like the game's just fucking broken. But it's a fun game. The only reason I didn't play it more was because of the whole grinding aspect of it. I'm not a huge grinder, bro.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
don't.
have to, in that game, a lot of people have different builds and whatnot. Like to get you have to get like different gear, right? And to get that gear, you have to go grind for it, which can take you fucking hours. Which I'm not gonna do, just repeating the same thing over and over. That's boring.
Yeah,
But I
that would.
understand it's an RPG, so I mean, of course, I understand. I'm not gonna give the game shit for doing what it's supposed to do and doing it relatively well.
Yeah, that's something I couldn't stand about Destiny, and that's why I hate Destiny is
Yeah,
because
yeah, me too.
too grindy. Like,
Exactly.
oh, and speaking of Destiny, it's one of the most fucked up things ever, and I don't even think most people realize that this happened. I don't know how it flew under the radar like it did.
What was
Destiny
it?
1. I think it was the first one. It could be the second one. Pretty sure it was the first one. I kid you not. Its first DLC was already on the disc.
Uh huh.
So it wasn't a DLC. People who bought the game, the first DLC was part of the game, just locked behind a
Was it
paywall.
actually?
Yeah,
Oh, well, it's an EA game, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
But do
You
you?
also got games like the fucking Star Wars Battlefront series that were just completely shit on by microtransactions.
I don't think anything comes close to having DLC already on the disc. That is just
Yeah, that is scummy
downright.
as hell. I can't wait to
Oh,
fucking see EA fall, bro, and I hope it's in my lifetime too.
yeah. EA is trash. Like, what games do they make that's good?
Fucking nothing.
The only game I can think of is Apex, but that's just because EA didn't have any say over Apex. They weren't
Fuck no.
a.
Who
There's
makes that? Respawn, right?
Yeah, Respawn. But here's the
They
thing.
made fucking Call of Duty too.
No, they made Halo. It was people from Bungie left and created Respawn, and that's
Oh,
when they
okay.
made Titanfall. And Apex was going to be Titanfall 3, but it became Apex. But
I fuck with Apex.
yeah, Titanfall was also pretty good. Um,
I never played it. I was gonna, but I heard it was like it wasn't really competing well versus whatever came out with it at the same time. It was Titanfall 2, so what was
it
out when
came
Titanfall 2 came out?
It
I think it was the
came
release of Call of Duty, so it just didn't hang.
and Battlefield. It came in the middle of
Yeah,
Call of Duty and Battlefield within the same
yeah. So
week.
it just couldn't keep up with those
It
two.
it was just doomed to fail, but it was a really
Yeah,
good game, and a lot of people still like it. But
yeah. I heard, but I don't know. It's just, I'm not gonna go buy it.
yeah. But back to the point I was trying to make is that there's like two different ways that the publisher can be, and usually EA has say over the game. But with Apex, they didn't have any say about how they did microtransactions or anything. Like, um,
Let's
I
keep
don't
it that way because everyone knows that game would have gone to shit most likely. Well, I mean, it's a battle royale game, so I don't really know, but I just know they would have added some goofy ass outfits you can't unlock.
I
Maybe added the
know.
fucking paywalls to the legends.
So I know there's I don't know the names of like the two different types of being a publisher, but yeah, if they were having a say over it, I guarantee you Apex would be trash. There would be guns locked behind paywalls or supply drops or stuff like that, and it's just like,
Something like that, yeah.
you know. Speaking
I
speaking
don't know,
about
bro.
speaking about battle royale games though, dude, Fortnite's robot that they just added. Oh my god, dude, that's awful. What were
Told
they
you,
thinking?
dude. I told you. Remember, as soon as I saw that thing, I was like, "Yo, this is broken." And fair enough, I was right. Granted, I don't know how to use it well, and I'm trash at that game, but it's broken.
I don't know. I feel like I can have fun on it if I'm playing with people. It's not that bad of a game, but I
I
instantly
mean, it's
get
just really
into a
stuttery for
bad
me.
mood when I come across that robot.
Yeah, that thing is broken, bro.
Those are the equivalent of Marshalls and Black Ops 3 when they first came out. I see
Seems
one
like
of
there's
those and
nothing
I'm
you
just
can even
like,
do.
fuck.
I mean, even with the marshals, bro, you stood somewhat of a chance if they missed their shot. With this thing, you're fucked.
Yeah. You know what's kind of funny though? I just thought of it. You know what the
What's
Kimbo
up?
Marshalls remind me of?
What?
The model, what is it, 1887s from Modern Warfare 2? The shotguns.
Mm,
They had the Akimbo Ranger shotguns, but then they had like the model 1887s or 82s or something like that. Both
I don't really
shotguns.
remember it. I know I remember one off of BO1 that you could like have dual shotguns.
So the Rangers in Modern Warfare 2 were double barrel. So when you shot, you cocked, like you put it down and then put two shells in, and then the
Uh-huh.
model 18-7s after you shot, you literally threw them up in the air and did like a 360 with them. Bang!
What the
You
hell?
throw them up in the air and that reloaded them. You don't remember those? They were
I think I
so
do.
OP. But man, I don't know. In Modern Warfare 2, it was just fun and worked. But in Black Ops 3, man, oh no, it did not.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm saying, bro, if they miss their shots, they're pretty much fucked with those pistols. So at least you stand somewhat of a chance. But yeah, that fucking robot, dude, you're not touching that thing.
Nope. And it has so much health too.
Yeah, like 1,000 something.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I don't know.
ridiculous.
I've just been over Fortnite for a while. I just want to see it die already.
I
I'm
think
not typically a hater, dude, but we just need to play other games now.
I don't know. Everyone started hating it, and I started it in season 2. I played it a lot throughout season 2, 3, 4. I think it was season 5. I basically quit. I
Yeah, me too.
played.
But I started at season one, bro,
I
and then I left at season 5 or 6.
it
Five,
was
I was like, man, I don't want to play this anymore. And at season 6, I was like, yeah, I'm fucking done with this shit for good, bro.
as soon as 5 came out. That's when I stopped, and then I played it again for like a week in season 7 or 8. Not even a
It
whole
just
week,
didn't work.
just a couple days,
It
and I
just
was
didn't
just like,
work.
eh. And then we
Yeah,
just
that's how I
recently went
was.
back with this season 10 or season X, whichever you prefer, but it was it's just kind of you know.
It's just not, dude. The game is like not working for me. Like I play on PS4, and this is stuttering all over the place.
It's because of all the stuff they're trying to add. Like that's what game was that? I remember there was this game that it was Black Ops 3. Have you played Black Ops 3 recently?
Nah,
It
haven't played it in years.
it is so unbearable. It barely runs now because of how much stuff they've
I mean,
added to the game.
I play zombies, but I don't. It's not. It works. It's not fucking up like Fortnite.
On multiplayer, it barely
Yeah,
runs
I haven't
because of how
touched
much they
multiplayer.
added. I
I
tried it.
don't know, bro.
I tried it once. The multiplayer just kind of get a feel for it again, and dude, it barely runs. They've added so much to the game, and it's all useless stuff.
Yeah, I've never really been a fan of boost jumping, so I'm not gonna go back to it
I
at all.
I hate
I'm trying
it.
to get rid of my copy of Black Ops 4.
Mine's digital on my PC, unfortunately.
That's fucking sell the CD key.
Uh, can you do
I don't fucking know.
that?
How do people sell them on fucking like Kingwin and shit?
I'd rather just keep it opposed to getting like $2.
$5 for it. I
That's
mean, even then, you're probably never gonna play that shit again.
nah. I mean, nah.
No fucking point. This happens with every Call of Duty. The new one comes out the next year, no one plays the last one anymore unless like the people that can't afford it.
Dude, I
I just
still
want to
play
get it
Ghost.
upon release.
I still play Ghost.
I don't really play any Call of Duty right now, bro. I can't stand on the phone.
I love Ghost. I love World War II.
I'm hardly even playing anything, bro. I don't think I'm playing any game right now. I'm just staying on GTA because I like doing PvP on there.
Yeah. I don't know. I play very little. I don't play a lot of games, but
Yeah, all I
I'm
play is
I'm
GTA just to fight people for like 10 minutes and then I get off because it gets boring.
yeah. I'm looking to play just a little bit more. It's just kind of I've been having a lot of different stuff that about.
I'm just looking forward to a new game, bro. I might have to go back to Borderlands 1, finish that, finish the new DLC they added for Borderlands 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I still need to do that, but
Yeah, they added it recently. I'm surprised it was free too.
yeah. So with the whole, new businesses and stuff that I've been doing, I haven't had a lot of time, but I really, with starting a podcast and stuff and recording music, I don't have a lot of time, but I think I'm going to try to play a little
Bro,
bit more.
whatever. You've had the podcast for one day and you're using it as an excuse. Come on now.
Well, I'm saying it's a future thing that's going to take up a good amount of time, but
Yeah, I know.
the business, that's been going on for a while, and uh, you know, I'm not gonna get into all the personal stuff, but I'm definitely gonna try to be playing on this a little bit more. Um,
I just want to play Borderlands 3, bro. That's all I'm looking
Borderlands,
forward to right now.
Borderlands 3, Modern Warfare, and Last of Us 2.
I
Uh,
mean, I probably will play. Oh shit, Last of Us 2 won't be on PC, huh?
no, it's PS4 only,
Fuck.
Sony exclusive. You could probably just get it for me. We share play.
Yeah, that's true. But it's because like I thought you were gonna buy it. You would buy it on PC, which would probably be cool if you could get it on PC because you can get better graphics and whatnot. But exclusive, son.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why I have a PS4 is the exclusives. While as Xbox has like no good exclusives.
There's Forza.
Forza's trash though. It's boring.
I mean, I like it relatively speaking. It doesn't have a story or anything, but it's like if you want to dust some people online and shit, you could do that.
It
It
gets
has the most customization as far as any car game ever.
Yeah, but it gets boring. It's a lifeless area.
Yeah, pretty much.
At least like Need for Speed, its story mode and stuff makes you feel a little bit more immersed in
Dude,
a
the new
little
Need
bit.
for Speeds are garbage.
I'm not saying they're good. I'm saying they feel
Oh
more
no, I'm
lively.
just putting it out there that they're fucking trash. I hope this year's is good, or at least decent.
They're more lively than Forza. Forza to me is so lifeless.
Yeah, that's true.
The story and stuff in Need for Speed at least makes you feel a little bit more alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
other than that, like they have Halo, sure, but that's coming to PC, so that's not an exclusive.
Well,
And
even
other
Forza isn't exclusive anymore. A lot of majority of Xbox games you can get on PC now,
yeah,
if not
so
all of them. So
so
there's
the
really no point to Xbox anymore.
no, there really isn't. I mean, other than for the casual plebs.
I mean, I'm not
but
gonna fucking buy a $1,000 PC anytime soon.
but getting back to the point, it's like they have Sea of Thieves, trash. Crackdown 3, trash. Like
Never even heard of those games.
you've never heard of Crackdown?
Nope.
Oh
The fuck is that?
man. Oh man. You're just gonna have to look it up after this.
I'll pass, brother. It ain't worth that much. If I've never heard of it, it can't be that good.
The first one was good, and the second one was okay, but
I've heard the name. I just don't know what it is.
it's like a third person where you could destroy stuff basically.
Ah,
It's the main person is that one actor who plays the dad in Everybody Hates Chris, not Tyrese Gibson, but Terry Crews.
oh, okay.
Yeah, Terry Crews is my dude, man.
Dude, did you know he's a PC gamer?
Yeah, I did. That one YouTube channel built him a computer.
Jays.
Yeah, Jay's 2 cents.
Yeah. This
And
looks crazy.
so that's something I really like about Terry Crews. He got into PC gaming because his son got into PC
Yeah, that's
gaming,
crazy.
and he's like he wanted to do something with his son that his son wanted to
Yeah,
do, and he's like, well, I'll get into the PC gaming.
that shit's cool, bro. When
Yeah.
people are down to earth like that, just by having all the money and whatnot.
Yeah, I
It's
think
a
he's
very rare thing.
really I think he's really genuine because
Yeah.
a lot of people come across as genuine but aren't. But like, he was on, I believe, Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was,
Actually?
yeah. It was a while
Hmm.
ago, but he was on there, and he was explaining that. But then Joe Rogan was kind of asking him like how he even got into acting and stuff, and he's just like, well, I was like a bodyguard, to this club and whatnot, and one of these guys just he invited me in and we started chilling and they're like you're a really cool dude, like why don't you come try out for this acting gig and stuff, and he tried out and surprisingly got it and started doing that, which he I don't know if you realize this, but Terry Crews is a monster. Like, as a kid, I did not know that because in Everybody Hates Chris, he looks average. But then I
Wait, he's a
saw
what?
he is ripped. Like,
Oh, you didn't know that?
not as a kid, no. And Everybody Hates Chris, you can't tell. But
Dude, he's fucking built.
yeah, that's why he was a bodyguard though. And
Yes, I made that connection as soon as you said, like, yeah, he's fucking tough as shit. Of course he's gonna be a bodyguard or something like that.
and that's how he got into it. Like, he didn't want to get into it, He was
You just got
offered
to.
he was offered it and just started doing it. Like, and I think that's something that does set him apart compared to other people, because most people,
Yeah,
they
that's
either
true.
do it as like a kid or they try to pursue it like how I want to pursue it at some point. But he was just like, yeah, why don't you come try out for it? He's like, oh, well, oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
Got lucky too then, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, but good for him. That's cool.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's interesting how that some of that stuff works.
Yeah, that's crazy how there's still genuine people out there like that too, though, like you said.
Yeah. Same thing with like Post Malone. Jay's 2 cents built Post Malone his.
Yeah, I saw that too. The beer bongs and Bentley's PC.
Yeah, I was really hoping they could beer cool it.
Were
Oh,
they not able to?
I don't think so. They
I know
made
they
it
got
look
some
like
sort of
it,
liquid that looks like it. Yeah.
but it wasn't actually. But they I think it was mentioned on the build video, but like he said that like before he got famous, he was like living in dudes' cars and just going from house to house, like from like
Yeah.
friends' houses and stuff, sleeping on bedroom floors and stuff. He released that one song and it got big and went from there. Like,
Dude, I don't get how, like, wasn't his first song fucking, what was it? White Iverson?
I have no idea,
But
but
he already had like a Rolls Royce in it, dude.
did he? I think the video came
Yeah.
after though.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that makes sense then.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the
but
first fucking like video ever he made, he had a fucking Rolls Royce. Like, bro, what?
you could also rent that too though. So if the song
Yeah,
got
but even
big
then,
and
that's
then
still fucking crazy expensive.
not to rent, but if the song came out, it got big. He definitely had some money to at least rent one out for the video. But what's something that's kind of interesting about Post Malone is that before he did that music, he you ever hear of the band Crown the Empire?
Do you really want me to answer that question?
Well, he tried out for Crown the Empire. he likes metal music. Like, he does scream a little bit, and like before trying to do rap, he was trying to get into the metal scene.
Yeah, you know I'm not much into metal.
Like, there's this metal YouTuber called Jarrett Dines, and Post Malone was hanging out with him, and they were like screaming like really heavy metal together and stuff. I thought that was just like hilarious. Most people would
Yeah,
not
I've never seen any of
imagine.
that.
People would not imagine, rap artists like Post
Yeah,
Malone,
I wouldn't have imagined Post Malone doing that shit.
but he did.
But we gotta try and get him on the podcast.
Oh man, this podcast number one, we're gonna get him at number 125.
We gotta bring Joe Rogan himself in, bro.
Imagine.
Fucking podcastception.
It's like I get a following. He emails me. He's like, "Hey, bro, you want to come on the podcast?" I'm like, "Hey, bro, how about you come on mine?"
Right? Or you take your fucking phone with you and just fucking start recording at his podcast.
And do it for Mixer with my whole 10 viewers and stuff,
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, bro. Yeah, but you got Joe Rogan on there, so
Even then, Mixer doesn't have many people. I mean, I think the max amount of people they have watching everyone, like on the site at once, is probably only like what 40,000.
I mean, even then, that's still a good amount.
Like Ninja has only 25,000 people watching him, average.
Only?
Yeah,
That seems like a little bit to you?
yeah. People on Twitch, they have 80,000 people, 100,000 people watching at once.
Bro, I know you'd murder for that many.
I'm saying, I'm not saying for me, bro. I'm saying as
Relatively.
the platform.
Yeah,
You have
pretty
Doctor.
whack.
You have one streamer like Doctor Disrespect on Twitch having more people
He's
watching
banned.
him.
He's banned.
Just shut up for a second.
He's
You have
banned.
more.
He walked in on somebody taking a piss while he was IRL streaming.
You have one person on Twitch having more people watching him than everybody on Mixer.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy how Mixer is that small. I mean, they're getting somewhere though for sure if they can get somebody like Ninja on board.
How much money do you think Ninja got?
10 million minimum.
I'm gonna guess somewhere between 6 to 10 mil.
Yeah, easily.
I don't think it's gonna be much more than that though.
Maybe. I'm gonna look it up because I'm pretty sure that there's got to be estimates at least out there.
That I was basing it off of an estimate. This one Twitch person who's like one of the biggest Twitch streamers around, who's almost as big as Ninja. He based how much money he gets, off of Twitch and all that, and did the estimates. He's like, Ninja probably got 6 to 8 million to switch over. That's probably, his estimate, which again is based off of what he makes and stuff. Probably adding a little bit, but that's not that's
Well, yeah,
nuts.
because he had 40,000 subscribers. That's $100,000 a month.
Yeah,
Not
that was all
you would
free.
not abandon that for $5 million. Even at 100 million or not 100, 10 million, I would consider thinking about it, bro.
Wait, say
A
that again.
100,000, like even if it was $10 million, I would still consider fucking dropping my Twitch account. That makes me $100,000 a month.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess only time will tell if it was a good deal or not.
Well, I mean, it's exclusive, so he can't really get out of it unless he buys himself out of it.
He
Which
has
I'm
a
sure
2
he
to
could.
3 year contract. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3.
Well, even then, that's not a long time, unless fucking Fortnite dies in that
Well,
time. If Fortnite
it
dies
was
in that time, he would have made the right decision then, bro. If Fortnite dies in
he
that
can
time,
he can actually switch to something else. Like before doing Fortnite, he did a lot of, I believe it was Halo, but he's actually pretty good at other games also.
he was pretty good. But when it comes to relatively, but when it comes to pros, nah.
But 2 to 3 years is actually like the perfect number for that, because if it was like only 1 year, that really wouldn't be worth dropping your entire Twitch audience. But if it
Nah,
was
fuck
too
no.
long, you like 4 or 5 years, like
And
that's
you fall off.
yeah, that's too much, too long.
I
Of a
mean,
contract.
I think it was
You
a
can
good move on his part because if he does fall off and gets no viewers, He can keep streaming, and he's already paid.
Yeah, but another thing to keep in mind is if it was like 4 or 5 years, you could miss out on other opportunities of something else
Yeah,
that's
definitely. Well, I
getting.
mean, I think it's only streaming, so it just unless a new streaming platform comes up which fucking blows up like crazy overnight, I don't think it was a bad move at all.
No, but
But
um,
even then, bro, like I'm saying,
even
not
like
everyone would just leave $100,000 a month.
well, like even outside of streaming though, like what if a different opportunity just in general
I mean, I
arise?
doubt they stop him from doing other deals, like, because I know he's still signed with like Red Bull and shit.
Yeah,
So I doubt
Red Bull,
they're stopping from doing deals.
Red
Dude,
Bulls
I
are
still don't get how
expensive.
fucking Red Bull is like signing like fucking gamers. Like, dude, fucking, I don't care what anybody tells me. Esports is not fucking sports.
No, not really. No.
What the fuck is so athletic about sitting in a fucking chair?
Well, what's the definition of a sport? Does it just only have to be competitive? Because in which case, I mean, it's competitive, but I
I
mean,
mean, I would think it requires some sort of athleticism at least.
is poker a sport?
No,
I don't know.
because
I
I
mean,
know you were gonna try to say if you make money off of it, it's a sport. But I mean, I
no.
can fucking go outside and play football, and that's not a fucking sport. I mean, it's a sport, but I'm not getting paid for it.
Yeah. I don't know. I would have to research it in order to have an opinion on it.
Here, I'll look it up what the definition of a sport is.
But um yeah, it's crazy how expensive Red Bulls are though. Like they're literally like you get probably half the amount you do from a Monster or Rockstar or any other energy drink, and it's like twice the amount. I think there was like two for five something. While his
Yeah, I don't
Monsters are
really
two for
drink that.
four, and then Rockstars are like 2 for 3.
The only one I like is like Monster, but even then I don't drink it because then I can't. I fall asleep, which
I
is
like
weird considering it's an energy drink.
I
That shit
like
makes me tired.
I like the sugar-free Monsters and the sugar-free Rockstars. Pretty good.
Because you can't drink sugar.
I'm a diabetic fuck.
Dude, look, okay, so I looked it up and it says a sport is an activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes against another or others.
Well, I mean, Call of Duty
Hold
could
on.
get pretty sweaty though. Wouldn't you agree? Oh, I think he has a momentarily he has to deal with his dang doggo bamboozling. Oh man. Let's see here. I think he messaged me. Let's see here. Hold on, my dog's barking. Yeah, yeah. So, anyways, guys, I guess while we have a little bit of downtime, um, if there's um, you know, any criticism, I'm always down to hear some criticism, things I could do, whatever, to make the podcast a little bit better. Uh, you know, I do appreciate you guys listening. If you're, this far in, I mean, I don't even know how long we've been talking. We've been talking hour 23 minutes. Damn, that's a long time to be talking. um, so let me see if he's gonna be able to continue or if the dog's just gonna be too loud. Okay. So I think this was pretty good for our first podcast. I mean, it was nearly an hour and a half long. Um, I appreciate all of you guys listening. If you have any topics that you want to be talked about or anything like that, just go ahead and comment down below. I'm going to be doing music, games, all kinds of different stuff. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.